Hi, I'm Leapfrog.
Hi, my name is Logan Shaw, a world long story. Today we're talking about Floyd Norman, this next Black History highlight. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it.
Floyd Norman, born June 22, 1935, is an American animator, writer, and cartoonist. Over the course of his career, he has worked for various animation companies, among them Walt Disney Animation Studios, Hanna-Barbera, Ruby Spears, Film Roman, and Pixar.
So, his love for Disney, his love for drawing, his love for being present at the moment. What does that mean for a larger part of people who want to do things but end up not doing them? He ends up getting to where he stays at the end of the day. The Disney Company, working on such things as Sleeping Beauty, Robin Hood, Jungle Book, things like that. Things that remain true in terms of what the biggest name in animation is. See, while Floyd Norman wasn't the biggest name in animation, while he wasn't the main director for such things in terms of his career, he ended up being something of a stature in terms of the Disney Company. He ended up being a character if you think about it. I mean, you had him loitering or floatering or whatever they call it, and they ended up seeing him as a potential source towards animation. The guy could draw, and he could draw pretty well. Now, what does that mean? He is able to keep up with the reins of Disney? Well, he's a young guy there, so he ends up learning from the older guys, the nine old men, and he ends up learning how to be the best animator that he can be, and he ends up being one of the best animators that he can be. And because of that, he is honestly probably one of the most keepsakes in terms of what's being hidden in black history culture. The first black man to work for Disney. That's pretty interesting. But what's his beautiful baby? What can we take away in terms of what he loved to do? Well, let's get into it. His beautiful baby was drawing, animation, entertainment. His beautiful baby never left him. Even when he was in war, he took pictures of what he saw. And he ended up being kind of a connoisseur in terms of what filmmaking is. And later going to Hanna-Barbera and making something of himself inside the realm of Disney. And that seems to be something that's great. But here's the thing. Even though that's his beautiful baby, and that's what I love to do, what else can we show about this man in terms of the both of us, you and I? Well, application, of course. Okay, so this is the kind of the biggest thing to take away. Do you think that you're capable of doing something great? Do you think you're capable of doing something miraculous? Because at the end of the day, it's really you in terms of the world. And when you want the world to see you as such, it's important to say to yourself, what do I do now? And how do I get to that point? Floyd Norman had that sense of what do I do now and how do I get to that point? He's always wanted to be an artist, but how does he get to that point? How does he draw something and make it come to life through a team? And you may find this interesting. It takes practice, practice, practice. If you can practice, 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 you'll be able to find out that you're more important, that whatever you're doing is a lot more important than, well, what's not. And if you just ignore all the things around you like you do, you're able to make something that's beautiful, and you're able to make something that's worthy to be on screen. Thank you for coming to my application, and let's close out. Thank you very much for listening to this Black History highlight. There are more highlights in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also by hitting that bell. And leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.